Hey there, welcome to Module 1 of Anxious. Our intention is to become sexy, radiant stewards of our mental energy and physical body to lead you back towards sovereignty. Sovereignty over your physical body, sovereignty over your internal energy resources, and sovereignty over your mental processes. To a life where your nervous system supports your vision instead of arguing with it, where you can be fully present in your marriage, your leadership, your work, and your pleasure. And before we get too far into this, I want to start with the trigger warning. We are going to be talking about anxiety and talking through examples of anxiety that may be triggering. We may hit on your specific trigger. So please take your time, take care of yourself, stop the video when necessary, and make a note of what triggered you because this is the work. If you need more support, please do reach out and let me know what's happening with you. I would love this to be interactive so that I know how you're doing. Let's get into Module 1. In Module 1, we are going to look at the gift of anxiety, to which you might be thinking, what? What is up with that? But yes, it is a gift. Breathe, anxiety gone awry, and the serenity protocol. All through this course, I'm going to be sharing the way I think about anxiety, the way I work with it with my clients, as well as my favorite tools to deal with anxiety so that you can deal with anxiety. Right before we get into the gift of anxiety, I wanted to look at the definition. The first definition from Merriam-Webster is that anxiety is apprehensive uneasiness or nervousness, usually over an impending or anticipated misfortune. And this is the key to anxiety, right? Is that we don't get into worry and rumination about impending or anticipated fortune, about things going well. What our parts give us and are constantly offering up seems to be this endless list of things that could go wrong. So what we're going to do starting in this module is train our brain to see the good outcome instead of the negative one. And then the second definition is more medical. It's an abnormal or overwhelming sense of apprehension and fear, often marked by physical signs. And this is super important for anxiety, is that it is a mental process. So it is a mental body experience that involves our emotional body and our physical body. They are all intertwined, and we will talk about that in future modules. So this physical signs such as tension, sweating, and increased pulse rate, and by doubt concerning the reality and nature of the threat, and by self-doubt about one's capacity to cope with it. And this is what I hear most often from my clients, that I don't think I can deal with this. Like if this happens, whatever this happens to be, if it breaks up or the business fails or the marriage fails or something goes wrong with my health or something goes wrong with someone in my family's health or like anything goes wrong. And this is one of the keys to anxiety, is realizing that it is sneaky perfectionism from our parts. We'll talk about that. But that if anything goes wrong anywhere, if anything is less than perfect, that I won't be able to cope with it. And so one of the key skills of dealing with anxiety is to develop more trust in our ability to cope with it. And if you are here watching this, I want you to think about everything that you have coped with, everything that you have figured out, everything that you have got through over the course of your life. If you're a line 3 or a line 6 in human design, think about how that's actually your path. That is how your soul designed you, was to fail forward fast. That's how we build capacity. If everything was always perfect, our lives would actually be miserable and we would have no empathy. It's only when things go wrong and we develop the capacity to handle it and figure it out, when we have the trust and the surrender and the knowing that everything is working on our behalf, that everything that happens is what is meant to happen, that we trust our capacity. So that is where we are heading. Let's get into the gift of anxiety.